All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. All right, get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things. All right, so it's getting messy, and it's turning into a kiki, I guess. So, child, let's just talk about it for a minute. So we know that the ongoing case with Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro Gramz for harassment and defamation is happening, but they've now added Tory Lanez back into the mix. Okay, so. Child, Megan Thee Stallion's team, they have now subpoenaed Tory Lanez to testify against Milagro Gramz. So, child, they brought Tory Lanez into the deposition and he completely played a game. But let's just talk about the whammy that they're doing here before we get into the game. The fact that they brought him in to testify against her is insane. This is why I'm saying all of this suing of Milagro Gramz is not just about what she was saying on the internet. This was about how heavily she wrapped herself into the Tory Lanez trial and committed to that side as if she was a part of his camp, a part of his team. And then she was on her platform pushing, Megan Thee Stallion hate on the behalf of Tory Lanez. So what now they're trying to do is find out, was Tory Lanez encouraging Milagro Gramz to harass Megan Thee Stallion? Did he offer her any money? Was there any exchange of anything? What was the communication with Milagro Gramz and him? So Milagro unfortunately got wrapped up in the Tory Lanez stuff in the lawsuit with Megan Thee Stallion because of her affiliation with Tory Lanez. She committed way too hard for it, and way too hard to it. And I'm hoping that she got something out of it because as of right now, she's just got a bunch of headache in the mix. Tory Lanez, in my opinion, is almost making it worse because on his latest album, he even mentioned Milagro Gramz in a record in regards to Megan Thee Stallion suing him. And there's phone calls where they found where he was saying that, they won't be able to find anything. They can't even tell. They won't be able to tell in regards to like if she received any payment or any money, for her efforts to support him. And this latest thing, when he got caught into the deposition, he was completely trashing the attorney, okay? He was acting like he didn't understand the difference between meat and meat. I mean, he was making all kind of sexual innuendos, talking about meat as in, I think she may have asked him like, how did you meet? Where did you meet Milagro Gramz? And he said, it could mean, like, what does meat mean? Like, it could mean a lot of things. I mean, meat could mean be a hot dog. Meat could be a steak. Meat could be red meat. It could be a lot of things. Tory Lanez said, you know what I'm saying? You could watch meat. Meat is a whole different thing over there. Meat can be anything. I'm asking, what is your definition of meat? He also told her that she needs to bring a comb. Every time the attorney would say something, he would just say her hair was disruptive and distracting. Okay. They said Tory Lanez reacted because of the way that Tory Lanez reacted to his deposition. Megan Thee Stallion wants the court now to take action against him. She said he could be held in contempt of court for his actions. Okay, disruptive, inflammatory, and inconsistent with basic norms of civil litigation. All right. They were saying that Tory Lanez acted if he didn't even understand the general word. He acted like he didn't know anything. Okay. They said Mr. Peterson targeted Miss Pete's counsel with petty, misogynistic jabs about her hair color and appearance, and an act of pure harassment intended to belittle rather than respond to questions. Okay. They said the reason why Tory Lanez appeared in court on April 16, 2025 is because of a civil case against blogger Milagro Cooper. All right, according to Megan Thee Stallion, Cooper has used her social media accounts to spread defamatory statements, deep fake videos, and outright lies at the behest and command of Mr. Peterson, basically saying she was doing Tory Lanez's dirty work. During the deposition, Tory Lanez acted unserious and pretended to not understand English words such as discuss and approve. Additionally, he commented on Ms. Henderson's, Megan's attorney, hair. When she asked Lanez if he had reviewed the documents of the deposition, he responded by saying, Did you review the documents of the color of the dye you were going to use for your hair? Later in the transcripts, Lanez was seen emphasizing how Miss Henderson should comb her hair next time or just use a comb to brush her hair, okay? Here are a few things Peterson said during the deposition as taken from the transcript. Thank you so much. Just comb it, that's all I ask. A comb, a honeycomb, a brush, a Barbie brush. He can also be heard repeatedly saying, bring a comb, every time Miss Henderson said something. So Tory Lanez was on his complete BS, okay? He was not working with them. He was not testifying. And I get it. Y'all got me in here locked up for 10 years of my life, and y'all think I'm finna get on here and give y'all a testimony on my homegirl, Milagro Gramz. That's just not about to happen. It's literally not going to happen. So now, they're trying to hold him contempt of court, and I think that he has to go through some sanctions because of those issues. So he can actually get more jail time, or he can actually have some fines to pay. His legal team could have fines to pay because they're upset now because they feel like it was a complete waste of time, but they should have known it was going to be a waste of time. First of all, let's just be clear here. Tory Lanez was not about to testify for Megan Thee Stallion against Milagro Gramz, and he didn't even testify for him freaking self. Like, let's be serious here. The guy didn't even get on the stand for himself. You thinking I'm finna get on the stand and give you something to hook Milagro Gramz in and just to do what? Yeah, I paid her $100,000. Yep, to keep dragging you. I sure did. But on the other side, if you didn't, like, I didn't give her no money. I never paid her. Never paid her anything. I don't even think she was harassing you. I never gave her any money. She's a blogger, and that's what it was. But I feel like even if he would have I feel like he should have kind of distanced himself from her a little bit. But if I know Milagro and I know social media, if he would have did that because it would have helped her, and in fact, there was actually no real receipts showing that, she was doing his dirty work at the hands of him, she would have still felt slighted. Milagro would have felt some type of way if Tory Lanez would have been like, I don't know, she's the blogger. She's just doing her thing. I didn't give her any money. I didn't tell her. She would have felt slighted. She'd have been online crying and complaining and feeling like, oh, he didn't claim me. So that's why I kind of don't feel bad for Milagro, because it's almost like she wanted to be saved and claimed so bad that even if he did a Uno move, like, she was a blogger, she didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know. Definitely wasn't on the behalf of me, because if you really think about it, all of the things that's happening to her is because he's associated to it. If she wasn't associated with Tory Lanez, and he distanced himself and disassociated himself from her, it might have been easier. But Milagro, in my mind, she's dumb enough to want him to still claim her and be associated with her because she's in hot water. In my mind, I would be telling Tory Lanez, don't put me in no music. Act like you don't know me. I'm just doing my job as commentary, because they're coming at me because they think I am cool and associates and friends with you. So do everything you can in this deposition to act like I am my own person and you're your own person. I get it. Now, granted, she can't talk to him, but I don't really feel like she was talking to him before anyway. But somehow I would at least want that to be the note. Don't make it worse for me where you're over here trolling the girl, because they're gonna use that in court too. So it's gonna be like, now y'all playing games. You think it's a joke, and all that's gonna do is make them hit Milagro over the head harder, because they're whacking her because of you. But I just feel like for them to be on the same team, if they are, they're definitely not on the same page. Because Tory Lanez is making it worse for Milagro. Milagro's out here swimming by herself, So, but to Milagro, I don't really feel bad for Milagro, because she was spearheading this and she wore a cape and a jacket to where she was not going to take it up. I remember when the verdict came and she got online and she was like, we're still going to ride this until the end. So she was planning on, riding Megan Thee Stallion's back, no Diddy, all the way for the next decade. And to me, that's crazy as hell. Milagro Gramz should have got her money, and I'm not talking about from Tory, but even if it was from Tory and the father or whatever, got her money from covering the trial. She got on the internet, she got her popularity, and she should have took her ass off. But yet she was trying to be a pick-me, and she was thinking she was going to get some, for the followers and the subscribers. She let the subscribers gas her up, all for them now to be having to spend their money on her or GoFundMe, because now her pride and her ego was so big. And then she grew a weird hate for Megan Thee Stallion, whom she doesn't even know, which is ridiculous. This was the stupidest thing you could have ever done. Here's my thing. This is almost stupider than Tasha K, if you ask me. This is almost stupider than Tasha K. And the reason why it's stupider than Tasha K, because at least Tasha K got sued for what she said on her own merit. Milagro Gramz is being sued for her affiliation with somebody else for defending another man and taking it too far. I'd rather get sued for something that I stood on and what I said over here on my own platform, because that's on me. But I damn sure not finna get sued for having your back and I don't know when to pull back. That's stupid. That's dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid. And every time something happens, she's, slightly complaining about, well, see, this is the same thing people suing me for. Look at who's doing this. Why don't you say this? Look who's doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Girl, it doesn't matter. Remember what you did. You were riding that wave and you rode it hard. You committed to that seat. You put on that cape and you flew all the way through up and down Tory Lanez land and Megan Thee Stallion land. You did that. So don't sit up here and act like a victim now. You're supposed to sit in that and you ride in it and you ride it till the wheels fall off. And if it costs you, it costs you. It is what it is. I don't feel bad for her because she should have known when to pull out. As smart as she thinks she is, she should have known to say, hey, I'm not really getting nothing out of this deal, but this nigga's locked up. I didn't really even get to finish the full court day. I got put out the courthouse. I didn't really get any major publications out of this. Yes, I got the HBO deal. I'll cut my losses and get the hell on. But yet, she continued to harass and try to like slick slide, shade Megan Thee Stallion, and they hooked her on the deepfake video. Now, things happen, but I think that it would have been better if it came strictly from her. The fact that they're able to attach Tory Lanez to it, this is what makes it stupid. It's one thing if you get yourself into a lawsuit based on your opinion or spilling some tea, but now you're in a lawsuit because they're trying to hook this man and you over there trying to be the girlfriend of somebody over there. And so now they got you. And quiet as it's kept, they wasn't even claiming you like that over at Tory Lanez land. So now you ain't getting no D or you got no money, but you caught a lawsuit and now you out of money. Ain't that about it? That's dumb as hell. You didn't get no D from nobody, and according to her, she didn't get no money from nobody. You didn't get no show out the deal. What did you get out the deal? Was it really worth it? Because now everyone know you got infamy out of the deal. You can be the next Tasha K. I don't really know, like, does this make you feel, now he shouts you out in the record? Oh, well, the nigga that can't even he can't even go pick his son up from school. He can't do nothing for you. I just feel like she should have known when to stop. And she didn't know when to stop because she thought she was going to be the Tory Lanez hero. And now they didn't pull the whammy on her and got him testifying on her. He's not even doing it right. He's making it worse for her. And she's sitting up there, got to figure out how to rob Peter to pay Paul just to get the money back to Pete. Megan Pete. You get it? You see that was a bar? Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Milagro Gramz was stupid or dumber? Do you think that Tory Lanez made it worse or worser? And how do you think that this whole thing will finish? Do you think that Milagro Gramz will come on top? Do you think Megan Thee Stallion will win? And what happens to Tory Lanez next? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy and we'll see you soon. Peace out.